So I'd like to welcome everybody to the October 2019 meeting of the Homebrew Robotics Club. My name is Osman Ralp. I'm the president of the club. We have a special meeting tonight. This is the third phase of our annual challenge series. So that means no speaker tonight. It's all robots. And Camp is going to run the challenge series after we do a few short announcements. So normally, for those of you who might be new, we start the meeting with club news or any robot-related news. In other months, we normally have a speaker, but as I said, this month is all robots. And that will take us the 2 hours of the general meeting. And then after the meeting at around 9 o'clock, we break from the regular meeting and socialize in the room here until we get kicked out, which is usually at 10 o'clock, I believe. And then some of us continue discussing in the parking lot until wee hours of the morning. Is there anybody that's new tonight? Yes, a few people. How did you hear about the club? Down here in the front row. How did you hear about the club?
Yeah, fellow amateur radio operator, electronic computer who I know from the group.
Okay. So a friend in the club.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so there are a few, there's at least one announcement that I want to make sure everybody's aware of. Next month is our annual officer elections. I will be retiring as president. So there will be some movement among officer positions. We may have some positions that are available, and we are always looking for volunteers to help with the club. So if you're interested in becoming an officer in the club, or even if you don't want to become a full-time officer, if you have some time that you'd like to donate to the club to help us organize events, please let me know. Take a look at the Google group. I posted a message there with more information, and you can either see me here at the meeting or simply send a message to president@hbrobotics.org, and I will get that. Let's see. I don't have any other club-related news. Does anybody have any announcements they'd like to make this evening? Ralph, did you want to talk about your giveaways? Not to put you on the spot.
Just real quick, I sent out an email on the Google group about the lattice boards that my company said we could give away some free boards. So I brought a few. There were 4 people that actually responded, said they want some. I brought a couple spares. So if anybody wants one, these are the Hymax boards on our website. It's a little dual board stack, has the Ultra Plus board, kind of like the one for the Ice Storm class you guys took. It's our version of that board. And the top board that's stacked on top of it has a camera or image sensor on it. So we use it for doing image recognition stuff, object detection stuff. Anyway, so we have some of these in case you want one, if you want to do FPGA stuff. And that's about it. Okay, thanks.
Thanks for offering those to the club. Other announcements? Dan?
Sure. If you do the challenge...
Here, let me give you a microphone.
Why not? Okay, if you want to do a challenge and you want to get to level 1, level 2, or level 3 on one of these challenges, you can get a certificate. You can also enter your name in this book. Please enter your name in the book so we have some record of what went on, and then we can get you a certificate by the next meeting.
Excellent. Our Secretary Treasurer, Dan. You can leave the book up here.
Book will be right up here.
Dan also handles membership for the club. We do have an official membership list, and if you participate in any of our activities, I was going to say Maker Faire, but I can't say that anymore, unfortunately. But we do have some other events that the club goes to, and if you want to represent the club in those events, you do have to be a member. So see Dan if you're interested in being a member of the club. It's $10 a year per family. Pretty reasonable, I think. Chris, did you have an announcement? Did you raise your hand? Oh, okay.
I realize I'm no longer Secretary Treasurer.
Okay. Does anybody else have any other announcements? Anything to share with the club? Going once, going twice. Okay. So that's as far as announcements goes. One other thing I want to make sure, Google is very kind in letting us use this facility, but it's very important that everybody is identified with a badge. If you're a member, you'll have a badge printed for you. If you do not have a badge and you're a guest, please grab one of the badges that you can find in the back on the table back there, just so that everybody is identified. And please don't wander. You can go between here and the restroom, which is just outside the doors in the back there, but please don't wander anywhere else. Very good. Okay, I think that's all as far as announcements goes. So at this point, Camp, are you ready?
Yes.
I will turn it over to Camp, who will run the rest of the meeting.